So I get this question often, and this is going to be a transparent video. The question that I get often is, how do I maintain my confidence as a woman with a disability in a superficial world? Or how did I attain my confidence as a woman with a disability in a superficial world? This is going to be very transparent. Number one, I have not always been a confident person. I talk about this in my book. You can find it on Amazon, ebook or in print. It's a short testimony about me losing my leg, me coming into my own, a lot about my background, a lot of traumatic events throughout my lifetime, and how I've been able to cope, adapt, and persevere in spite of that. So I have not always been confident. I lost my leg when I was 12 years old, so I was a preteen, and of course, that comes with a lot of depression and a lot of self consciousness. I'm not any different. I dealt with that up until my mid 20s. What I discovered was after I lost my leg, I spent a lot of time alone, obviously, because I couldn't do a lot of the same activities as my peers as I was doing before. So I was recovering and things of that nature. And I discovered a lot of talents, gifts, personality characteristics. I drew a lot. I found creative ways to express myself through my clothing. So I was a great dresser. Coordination, I got into makeup. I watched a lot of movies. And so I lived in an imaginary bubble. And a lot of what I discovered about myself is that I was so much more than just my external being. And so over time, I learned how to appreciate my own company, as well as appreciate the qualities that the world can give to me and the world can take away. And so over time, I developed self love, self confidence, and I became less, I'll say, shameful or less, insecure or, self conscious. As a matter of fact, I prided myself on becoming a independent and goal-oriented person to where I would deliver on a lot of things that people would underestimate about me, and that will build my reputation as a person who is a person of action and not someone to be pitied. Over time, with me becoming so self-assured of myself, if I ever found myself in environments where someone would try to throw that in my face, instead of being, happy for me and instead of admiring my ability to overcome, if they ever tried to belittle me or if they ever tried to be condescending towards me or throw that up in my face, like, oh, you're less than because you have a disability, I would gracefully hop out of that environment, limp out of that environment, or even if I didn't have a prosthetic, I would roll out of that environment. I don't go anywhere where I'm not valued as a human being for who I am.